Okay, so for this week's lab, we are going to be using osmosis to determine how much solute is in a root vegetable. So the root vegetable that we're using is this potato. And what I've done is I've taken a mandolin and I've sliced the potato into like thick chips. So each of these potato chips has the exact same width. After that, I cut them into cubes, and they're about 3 millimeters by 3.5 millimeters, so kind of rectangles. And each one of these 5 pieces of potato are exactly the same size. So that's important because we know that surface area to volume really affects how things move in and out. So I want to make sure that they all have a uniform surface area, which I've done. The next thing I'm going to do is take the initial mass of each of these potatoes, because I'm going to see which of these solutions affect the movement of water into the potato the most. So I have pure water, so I know this is a 0% molarity, so there's no sugar in this at all. But these other solutions have various amounts of sucrose or sugar. So one of those solutions is a 0.2 molar sucrose solution, one is 0.4, one is 0.6, and then the highest concentration is 0.8 for the molarity of sucrose. One of the things that you're going to need to do is to use osmosis to determine each of these unknowns. That's why they're different colors. And then when we're finished, you're going to graph your data. We're going to figure out which of these solutions would be isotonic, and then we're going to calculate the concentration of solute in this potato cell. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is start collecting some data, and you can collect it as well. And the first thing I'm doing is just seeing what the temperature of the room is. And the temperature of the room is 21.7 degrees Celsius. So let me write that down so I don't forget. 21.7 degrees Celsius is the temperature of the room. Now, it does not matter which potato I use. I'm just going to go ahead and start taking masses. This first potato is 5.31 grams. That's the initial mass. And this potato, I'm going to put into the beaker in front of the red solution. So that's going to be my initial mass for my red solution. My second potato, that mass is 5.29 grams. And I'm going to put that second potato in front of the blue solution. The third potato, 5.77 grams. It's going to go in front of yellow. Fourth potato, 5.93 grams. That's going to go in front of the green solution. And then the potato that's going to go in front of my deionized water is 6.02 grams. So here's the data. Now my experiment is pretty easy. I want to add these solutions to each of these potatoes at the same time, and I'm just going to let the potatoes just sit in those solutions over time. I'm going to let them sit, I think, for at least an hour. And if I had a lab partner, we would be adding these all at the same time, but I have no lab partner, so I'm here by myself. So all my solutions are in with the potatoes. One thing that I want you to notice is that some of these potatoes are floating and other potatoes are sinking. It's a good observation to make. Some potatoes are floating and others are sinking. And then we're just going to let those potatoes sit in those various solutions and come back. Okay, it has been 2 hours, almost exactly, that these potatoes have been sitting in this solution. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove these potatoes. I'm going to lightly pat them dry, and then we're going to take final masses. So I'm trying to remove them all at the same time. I'm making a huge mess. But I don't want some potatoes sitting in solution longer than others. So we're going to take them all out at the same time. Okay, so they're lightly patted dry. Here is my potato that was in the red solution. Its final mass is 3.87 grams. I'm just re-zeroing my balance. The final mass of the potato in the blue solution is 5.72 grams. Final mass of the potato in the yellow solution, 4.69 grams. Final mass of the potato in the green solution, 5.48 grams. And then the potato that was in the deionized water has a mass of 6.93 grams. So here's our final data. Remember that you need to record the room temperature as well as the initial and final masses of all of these potatoes in the various solutions. And then they sat in each solution for 2 hours.